Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at the weekly challenges that we got. That starts today, Tuesday, February the 17th. That goes to next Tuesday, February the 24th, 2026. Let's take a look at this week's weekly challenges and see what we get. Alright, we got some good ones here. If you do want to buy a slightly more score than you, take a look at the top right hand corner of the screen of a 25% boost. Of course, I claimed that right off the current season 23 season pass on 3 pages, a 5%, 10%, additional 10%, which you can claim by being a Fallout First member or by paying the 1500 atoms for the season pass. I do apologize for the lateness in the video. I'm working my 12-hour day shift today. It was a very long day for your old pal Jim here, and try to make the best of it there, but I appreciate everyone's patience and support on these days. Before I begin, if you are looking for a new controller or other gaming accessories, check out the PowerA products. PowerA sells official licensed gaming accessories for the Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, and PC. There'll be a link in the description. There'll also be a second link there for what's called a deal drop. It's a limited time offer for some great deals, including shipping. All right, now we do have Fasnacht Day here happening, which started today, Tuesday, February the 17th. We'll have it up to 2 weeks. It only happens in one place and one place only, and that's right here in good old Helvetia every hour on top of the hour. Now, it does go fairly quickly, so I recommend you get here fairly quickly, okay? I do have some older videos here on the channel. I show you exactly what it is you have to do, because there are some jobs we have to do, because we have to get 5 Protectrons out of the 7 to get to the parade, okay? So we have to do these little jobs for them, and that can go very quickly for sure, but if you're kind of running around wondering to know what to do, you can check out those videos over here on the channel. Now, there is something that has changed for this Fasnacht Day, and it is to combat the number of people that go AFK, because they just kind of sit there all day long on servers, and they, they could be at work, they could be at school, who knows where they are, but they're just AFK collecting all the good masks, okay? So the way we have to collect our good mask here now is you must collect it from the legendary enemy at the end of the event. Okay, so at the end of the event, there is a big boss. They are a legendary enemy. That could be a usually it's a mega sloth. Sometimes it's a one of those giant turtles, those aguas there. Sometimes it's the blue devil, etc. Okay, but there's different spots where they will spawn. They will either spawn right here behind this tree. Sometimes they'll spawn in down here behind this shack, sometimes in the shack, sometimes right here in between this building and this meat shop here, okay? And sorry, one more spot, I passed it up here, right in between the post office here and that little hedge right there, okay? So different spots it will spawn. Now, whether you get a shot off at it or not, okay, you're able to collect from it, and that is where you get your mask, okay? So if you come across the older videos of mine, other people's older videos or what have you, but just by completing the event, you would have got the mask in the past, but that is no longer the case. You must collect it from the legendary enemy. I can't stress it enough, okay? I actually show that in our daily challenge video just before this one, and you can check out that video if you so wish. Okay, so that's the main thing to remember. All right, let's go to our camp here. We're going to take a look at these challenges here. So that's just something I kind of picked up just today. What's his name there? Nuka-Knights. And they had mentioned it there, so if I didn't see that post, I wouldn't even have known myself, so kudos for them for posting that. So let's take a look here. All right, scrap junk to produce acid 15. So acid is a junk item, which we can use the bulk and scrap method at any Tinker's Workbench here in the game. Now you just walk up to any Tinker's Workbench, you go ahead and go craft. Down here to bulk. And there's your bulk acid. So to bulk 1 acid, all you need is 2 plastic and 15 waste acid from your stash or scrap box. You go ahead, you bulk your 1 acid, then you scrap it. Hands down the fastest, quickest, easiest way to complete this daily challenge. It's more so for the folks that are kind of short on time, or for people like to get things done quick and easy. The bulk and scrap method is definitely where it's at for most junk items here in the game. Now, We can pick up acid off of like snallygasters, for example, grafted monsters, but just remember that that acid we get off them is already broken down, so it will not work for the challenge. If you are legitimately looking for acid, we do have the bags of chlorine. Quite a few bags up here in the red barn by Silva Homestead. And out by the pool area of Overlook Cabin. There's like a little pool there, just out back. There's a couple bags over there as well. Bags of fertilizer also have acid in them as well. You can find quite a few bags of fertilizer right here at Wixon Homestead. All right, so let's try our bags of chlorine here at Silva Homestead. So let's pop in here real quick. We'll go to the red barn. Now, if you guys remember, a couple of weeks ago, we had the Love Hurts special event mini-season challenges there. And this is where we got our bags of chlorine, the bulk of them. And I think each one gives us 4 acid each, which is fantastic. All right, so let's pick up a bag of chlorine here. And if you go under item, as you see there, look, what that 3 acid, sorry, 3 acid per bag of chlorine. I believe these red anti-freeze bottles also give us acid as well. Let's check. Yeah, look at that, 2 acid for those red bottles, and they are all over the wasteland. All right, so let's pick these up here. I believe there's one more bag right up here. There we go, just like, but we'll leave him first for another time. And we're going to go ahead and scrap this stuff up. We're just going to head back to our camp and scrap it. There is a workbench nearby that we can use, but we're going to set ourselves up for the next challenge by going back to our camp. And you can scrap this stuff at any workbench at all, another player's camp, down at the mall, what have you. It's really up to you. I just like to kind of go back to my camp to set myself up for the next challenge. All right, let's go ahead and scrap these up here. As you can see, our item stats right there in the middle. Let's take these bags of chlorine. There we go. Scrap junk to produce acid, 15 for 15, done. But if you use the bulk and scrap method, you would have got that done in like 5 seconds. All right, let's see what's next here. All right, scrap junk to produce fiberglass 15. So unfortunately, fiberglass is a junk item that we cannot use the bulk and scrap method at the Tinker's Workbench. So let's show you that here real quick at Tinker's Workbench. Go and craft. Down here to bulk, go down here to the F section. As you can see, that is not even an option. All right. So let's take a look at some great spots for the fiberglass. Telephones are a good source of fiberglass. I think they give you 1 fiberglass each. There's quite a few telephones up here at the Eastern Regional Penitentiary. Right here in Sugar Grove. National Radio Astronomy Research Center. Down here at the White Spring Mall, you can use the north entrance if you so wish. Those are Braxo cleaners we can come across. There's like a regular kind and there's an industrial kind. Okay. There we can find a couple of them right up here at the Red Rocket Mega Stop. If you come here to White Springs to the north entrance on the outside, if you head north, you'll come across a red brick building. There's quite a few of those a lot of the industrial green boxes as well. They give you some fiberglass. I believe it's 2 each for the industrial ones and just 1 for the regular type. There's quite a few boxes of those in around Athens, in around Highway Town, just to give you a couple examples there. Tick Blood also gives us fiberglass as well. Believe it or not, there's a couple ticks in around the Moonshiner Shack. As well as, if I get my bearings here. Sorry, I'm a little tired here today. In between the Dolly Sods Wilderness and Dolly Sods Campground, some ticks in through there. Just name a couple spots for you guys. All right, so let's go after those industrial solvent boxes. I'm going to go right here to the White Spring North entrance. Remember, it's going to be on the exterior. And of course, that is a free fast travel once when you discover it. Excuse me. All right, so when you're here, we're going to look north, and we see this red building here. And if we open it up, some soap there you can grab for your daily challenge. And we had to take this Braxo Clear, just the regular box. If you take a look at our Pip-Boy, as you can see there, one acid. Oh, I thought these had fiberglass in them. Maybe not. Okay, let's check the industrial version then. Yeah, right on. 2. Okay, so 2 fiberglass for the industrial kind. I thought the regular ones gave us fiberglass as well. Maybe I was thinking antiseptic, but these are good for antiseptic as well. But as you can see, they're also good for fiberglass. All right, so the industrial green boxes. Now we can also get the green boxes off of the odd Ghoul as well. All right, 2, 4, 6, 8. So there's 8 there altogether. Okay, pretty cool. Let's go after some telephones here now. We're going to go up here to the Eastern Regional Penitentiary. Let's pop in here real quick. There will be some ghouls on the outside. You can choose to mow them down if you wish. Oh, yeah, we could spawn in patrol duty. We're going to hit right inside here. Now, once when you're inside, there'll be a little visitors area. There's also be a couple ghouls here. Just kind of watch out for them. All right, just like that. Okay. Here's our telephones here. Let's grab a telephone. As you can see there, look at that one fiberglass there, and there should be 6 here altogether. These are also good for circuitry as well, as you saw there. Okay. So we should be fairly close to what we need. Look at that, we get a little cap stash there. Good stuff. Okay. Let's go to one more spot here just to be certain. We're going to go right down here to the White Spring Mall. Use the north entrance right down to the mall here. Something going on in the background there. Too sure what that is. Ref raft. Ref raft going on the out there. All right, so down here at the mall, we have a telephone right here. So we should have enough here now. Let's go ahead to this workbench. We're going to scrap it up. Go scrap. We can see our item stats right there. So obviously the first one does not give us the fiberglass, but these ones do. Let's go ahead and scrap these. As you can see, the telephone gives us the 1 fiberglass. We'll be close. Scrap down to fiberglass, 15 for 15, done just like that. Now the bulk of the telephones here at the mall will be right up here. And again, you can use this one here for circuitry as well. So just kind of keep that in mind. But this is where the bulk of the telephones will be, right in this entire area, right over here, okay? All right, good stuff. Let's see what's next here, Jimmy boy. Eat a vegetable 25. Now, if you are a carnivore mutation like myself, you do not have to waste a reroll. You can go ahead and eat your vegetables and get this daily challenge done in no time at all. Now, if you have crops in your camp, such as corn, raised grain, etc., you can go ahead and harvest from then and eat your vegetable. No problem at all. But just in case you don't, let's take a look at a couple locations. We have the field south of Aaronhold Homestead, Cobbleton Farm. My favorite spot, of course, is Silva Homestead. All kinds of corn, razor grain at Billings Homestead. Right around the corner from Big Al's Tattoo Parlor, we have that red barn under the overpass there. Okay. Out back of the General Steakhouse. You spawn here in Foundation. You go up the main driveway towards Foundation, but on the outside wall to the right-hand side, should be some corn and razor grain there as well. And of course, I mentioned if you do have a camp or camps that's dedicated to crops, you could definitely do that as well. Let's go back to Silva Homestead, one of my favorite spots, and we'll pick up a bunch of corn. Because why not? Now, there is a card that will give us more bang for our buck for sure. That Perk card is under perception. It is called Green Thumb. Reap twice as much when harvesting flora. So instead of 1, you'll be picking up 2. Doesn't really help us in terms of those type of collecting of daily, weekly challenges for most crops that they do for some, but these ones in particular not. But you still pick up 2 here with this card, okay? So this card really shines as if you're on a server with other people, because you can go to each one of these places I just showed you. These places be cleaned right out. Okay, it's usually about 5-10 minutes for like cooldown before the stuff grows back. All right. So you can see in the top left hand corner, I am getting 2 instead of 1. That is the green thumb perk card. There's all kinds of corn here. How many did we get there, Jimmy? 28. Good stuff. So let's take a look here under stats and effect to show you that I am a carnivore mutation right there. And you can go ahead and eat your vegetables. And it's going to count towards the challenge. No problem at all. There we go. Eat a vegetable, 25 for 25. Done. Just like that. Of course, Billings Homestead is just down the road down there. It has all kinds of razor grain down there. All right, let's see what's next, Jimmy boy. Claim a Workshop 3. So again, I do have a link in the description for a video called Claim Workshops for Newbies. It's about 26 minutes long. It's all time-stamped. I think I did it back in 2024, but if you've been playing the game for a couple months, you pretty much know all the ins and outs of workshops, but just in case you're a new player or you're a returning player and you forget, you can check out that video if you so wish. But now, not all workshops are created equal. Some are a little bit harder to claim. Some are a little bit harder to defend because maybe they're inside buildings or there's a lot of buildings around them. So I'm going to show you some workshops that I recommend for your daily challenges just to get them done nice and quick. So right up here we have Hemlock Holes Maintenance. Again, only 4 ghouls up there. 6 ghouls here at the Tyler County Dirt Track. 4 ghouls down here at Billings Homestead. 4 ghouls over here at Lakeside Cabins. And 2 robots down here at Beckley Mining Exhibit. Those are the ones I usually recommend. I also recommend this guy here as well, Starlight Driving. There's usually about 6 or 7 ghouls around. And there actually is a Burning Springs World Challenge that's associated. If you go ahead and claim that guy, it is part of the Burning Springs World Challenge. So I do recommend that one as well. There's only about 6 ghouls around there. All right, so because we are just up the road from Billings Homestead, we're going to go ahead down here. And as I said, it's usually only about 4 ghouls here. And of course, these guys are pretty squishy. Let's haul up the old girl here. Be coming out. Oh, he's right there. Oh, where's your little buddy at? Right there. There we go. 20 caps just like that. Now, when you're claiming a workshop, of course, you can walk right up to it if you so wish, but you don't really have to. If you're a little bit further away, just like this, it's the same button that you would select to build in your camp. You just hold that button down. Here's your 25 caps. Now, that's what a typical workshop costs, is 25 caps. If you're ever paying more than 25 caps, what's going on there is you're buying pretty much, or you're paying for items that the previous person who owned it before you had built. So just to kind of give you an example, we're not talking about hundreds of thousands of caps, maybe double, like 50 or 55. Maybe they build a couple turrets, a couple floors, a couple of traps. To just give you an example of what that looks like. So here you go, claim a workshop, 1 for 3. Let's go to the next one here, Jimmy boy. Get down here to good old Beth. It's been a little while since we've been down here, actually. And of course, you can't fast travel to a workshop because we don't own it. That's something I recommend too if you're new to the game. Or even if you don't have a whole lot of caps at your disposal, if you plan on playing for a couple hours, if you have some time, you can always claim a couple of workshops and use them as free fast travels, okay? And that will save you a couple caps, all right? Let's up here to the workshop. Again, there should only be 2 robots up here. Make sure we're locked and loaded here, Jim boy. Usually a couple of robo brains. We're going to get ourselves on top of this roof here if we can. There we go. Yeah, there they are right there. Okay. Now that robot, that Starbreaker there, he just happens to be here. It's usually just the 2 robo brains. There we go, 20 caps just like that. Let's get a little bit closer. The same exact thing, just hold that button down, 25 caps. Don't forget to collect from your robots here, because they do give you some great stuff. Just be careful though, because sometimes they do explode. If you knock their arms off. Lock and load, Jimmy. You see how easy that was? Super easy. Alright, 2 for 3. Let's go to the next one there, bud. So this one way up here at Hemlock Holes is a good one as well. Only about 4 ghouls, so let's go up here to Hemlock Holes. Hemlock Holes maintenance, I should say. Be right down the road here. I think we're lock and loaded. I find these ghouls here kind of odd because they're the old type of ghouls that they don't move their legs or arms. They just kind of float, or they're like kind of sleeping. It's kind of weird. Like if you see them, you know what I mean. Where's he going? Oi! Oi! There we go. Looks like there was only 3 of them here this time. Interesting. Specimen jar, eh? Oh, he was over here. Surgical scalpel. Get out of the way, fence. See how I was kind of out of the zone there? See how I was going down? Make sure you're in the green zone. Okay? 3 for 3 done. Just like that. Like little things, you know, you can learn along the way, but that's something you may not have known. Okay? Make sure you have to be in the area. Alright. Look at that large toolbox plan. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got, old pal. Let's go ahead and do this one here. Destroy robot 30. So it's not real specific on what type of robot to go after. So any robot will do. Let's take a look at a couple locations here. We have the upper section of Clarksburg. So just remember the lower section will have ghouls, but we're talking about the upper section. A couple robots in around Grafton. Arctos Farm is really good for low-level folk. Voltaic Agricultural Research Center. Now, whether you spawn in fertile soil or not, there will always be robots here. Of course, down here in Beckley, as I mentioned. About 10 Liberators here and around Charleston Train Yard. What do we got here? 4 RoboBrains here at Hawksbill Weather Station. Of course, we have good old Watoga. If you complete a mare for a day, Watoga, these robots will be passive. However, if you did not complete mare for a day, they'll all be aggressive. Just got to keep that in mind. Robco Research Center. Sugar Grove. Now, turrets are also considered robots as well. So there's a bunch of turrets here. Bloody Franks, Berkeley Springs, Harper's Ferry, Dyer Chemical, Crevice Dam, just to name a couple of spots there. Okay. If you ever come across those 3 large vertibots in the air, they're kind of guarding that little cargo bot, government A-drop guy, I should say. That's the one with the nuclear key card in. If you down those guys, they're also considered robots as well. So just kind of make that little mention. So lots and lots of options there for robots. Let's go ahead here. And we've already been down there. Let's go up here to good old Clarksburg. We haven't been up here in a little while, say at least a couple weeks. Let's pop in here. Quite a few robots around. Again, as I said, if you have a couple of grenades handy or whatever, any type of weapon will do. You are good to go. All right, let's go ahead here. Again, the upper section will have your robots. The lower section will have ghouls. Get rid of that cat. Get him out of the way.
Identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens will not be harmed.
And robots are really good, especially if you're lower level. They have really good stuff on them. They have lead, aluminum, steel, you know, fusion cells. They're absolutely fantastic. All right, let's go ahead. I'm actually going to get those off the screen, just so we can see the screen. There we go. Uh-oh.
All attention. This is now a combat zone. You may suffer harm up to death, including death if you're in the area.
I don't know what that was. What's that Scorch doing here? Oh, he's Officer Scorch, I was going to say. Mr. Explodey here. Mr. Explodey. Ouch. What in the world? Oh, what in the world is this thing? Hello. What in the world? Yeah, I have no idea. Not a clue what that's about. You know what that's about there, robot guy? Must be like a horde or something nearby. Whatever it is, they found us anyway, right? Get up here. A couple more robots over here as well. Rat Scrubby just coming out of nowhere. There's your little iBot friend there. There we go. Some power armor here if you're ever looking for a Raider power armor. Nice little spell. Look at all that junk that guy had on him. Wow, that's pretty good. Nice little plan here. Light metal torso. Get up here. Usually there's one more dude over here. I don't hear. Oh, there's our old pal.
Now I have to fight.
Yeah, I thought he was around. I knew he was going to give himself up at some point. Nice little spot for some sugar bombs. Another recipe there. Cool. All right, another spot for some robots. How many did we get there anyway? 18 to 30. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Go to good old Arctos Pharma. As I always say with these challenges, like the game doesn't care how you do them. It only cares if you did them or not. Okay, so you can take the easy way out. You can take it more a harder way, a challenging way, what have you. But at the end of the day, score is score, right? So you might as well take the easy way out. It's up to you. Hi.
Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning search.
Why not let the robot
Why not let the robot do the work?
Please step into the open air.
Oh, don't think so, buds. Yeah, it's a great spot for robots. Fantastic.
Alarm.
Oh,
Standing alarm. Standing down.
Pharaoh Ghoul there. Another Pharaoh Ghoul. Usually there's some Liberators in here.
Fugitive.
Usually. Oh, how you doing there, Mr. iBot? Excuse me there. someone tromping around. A ghoul. There we go. Sorry, roll about 30 for 30, Dad. Just like that. Let's see what's now. Oh, we are in caution. We are in hidden. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Kill a lost. 12. So we only one region we can find the lost. Of course, it's down here. Burning Springs region. Right down here. Sorry. Burning Springs region. What are you thinking of, Jim? Skyline Valley region, Jim. Right down here. Dark Hollow Manor. All kinds of them on the outside here. Now, if you are wondering, there's only one way to get this icon to show up on your map. You must do the Skyline Valley region quest line. I believe it's the third quest in where this manor will actually show up, where you can actually fast travel to. So just kind of make that little mention. If you've come down here and you tried everything to try to get this icon to pop up, you must actually start the Skyline Valley region quest line. Okay. Another good spot for these guys. Let's see here. Right here by the trading post, just south of the trading post. There'll be some right about here. And right across the street from the Slumber Mill Motel, there should be about 5 in around here. This little red rocket right over here. And you'll come across the odd one just kind of roaming around the Skyline Valley region, usually about 3 or 4, like groups of 3 to 4, I should say. All right, so let's go to the trading post, which of course is a free fast travel once when you discover it. You no longer have milepost 0 down here anymore, so just going to keep that in mind. So once when you're here, we're going to head due south, as I mentioned. Now, it is pretty dark here if you've never been down here before, even if you have your Pip-Boy light on. We're going to keep heading to the south right about here. We're going to see these guys pop up the hill here. Usually 3 of them. There we go. Just like that. Okay. Let's go to the next spot. Slumber Mill Motel. Now, at the Mill Motel itself, there'll be some Mirelurks in around there. You want to go to the Red Rocket right across the street. Now, there's a different type of ghoul. It's called lost, sorry. It's called a feral lost. It looks very much like a feral ghoul. Now, it will rush you really quick, and it will kind of, how you call it, dissipate, I guess, in front of you. If it gets to that point, you won't get credit for the kill. You have to kill it before it gets there, before it gets to that point, okay? So if you ever see one rushing you and you're trying to do this challenge, that's what's going on there, okay? Like this guy here, see him? He's a feral. Make sure we kill him before he rushes us. See how he dissipates like that? Now, I don't know if we get credit for that or not, but that's how that goes, basically, okay? More money, look at that.
Yeah, that's right. You ghostly parasitic fuck. Run away.
Where's this guy at? Oh. Parasitic muck. Is that what he called me? Parasitic muck? Right on. Okay. Never heard that one before from these guys. Handmade on that guy. Nice. All right, let's go to Dark Hollow Manor. Exterior. If you go to the interior, there'll be passive. Okay, let's go this way. Sure, we're lock and loaded. Now, these guys are very hardy. They do have some good HP on them, so just kind of keep that in mind. They will take a couple of extra shots. Let's turn our light off here. There we go. Oh, I thought we were close than that, sorry. Thought we only needed one more. don't think we can get him. He's a little too far away. There we go. Kill a lost 12 for 12 done just like that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Short laser pistol. Alright, let's see what's next. Oh, look at that. We're on top of the hour here. So let's go ahead. What else we got left here? Yeah, we're okay. Let's go ahead here and let's go to a public server. We'll do Fasnacht Day. Why not? I didn't think I was going to have time, but here we are. Let's go ahead here. And that way there you can see for yourself how the legendary at the end, that's where you get your mask, okay? That's good. Good news. It will add a little bit onto the video, but that's fine. I'd rather people know about this huge change, so that way there they know. Look at that sign there, you imagine. Hopefully everyone had a good day today. Or if you're starting your day, I hope you have a good day. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead here. Fasnacht Day. Join 10 people there already. And as I said, I do have quite a few older videos about how to do like the odd jobs, okay? For the 5 protectrons that you have to get to the parade, but you're more than welcome to check those out. Those haven't changed. It's just the way we get the mask has changed. It has to be from collecting it from that legendary enemy at the end. Alright, so let's wait for it to pop in here for us. Of course, we can't really do anything until that does. We'll see things pop in. There we go. March with the Fasnacht Parade. Alright, good stuff. So these folks here have already kind of did the first part, which is unfortunate, but again, you can check out that video. Those videos I have. We're going to lock and load here. Alright. Now, sometimes I find walking with them helps, but what I recommend to people, if you find something that works for you, I recommend stick to it. Okay, let's get this first wave here of rad toads. Coming over here, over there, and the other side over there as well. That rat toad just flew up in the air like that. See that? Pretty funny. Oh. Always good to check stuff that people may have dropped. You just never know. Huh. Alright, so there's the second wave here now. Some super mutants and some mutant hounds coming from the buildings all around, even from over here as well. So keep an eye out for them. I just like to kind of sit up on this sign. If you can get up here, then that's great. You don't have to, but you can check inside the buildings. Now, you do have to watch out for those robots. They will actually try to help you to destroy them, and they will get damaged while doing that. So just kind of make a little mention there if you were not sure about that. Now, just to make a mention, I have done this event by myself before, and it was quite successful. So it can be done. If I can do it, anyone can. But, you know, you just got to know what to do, but it can be easily done.
Well, the fire is entirely in the spirit of the celebration. Here we go! Merry Fasnacht!
All right, so down here at the end, as I mentioned at the beginning, the different locations where these legendaries will spawn, either right there, behind the or between this hedge here in this house, on the other side of that barn, sometimes inside the barn, and the next house down between it and the little meat shop. So just possible locations. Now, if you do notice on some servers, a lot of players will group up here. It's because for the longest time, for year after year, it only spawned in one location. It was right here, but it does spawn other locations now. So just kind of make that little mention there, okay? All right, so if it doesn't spawn in here right away, then we're going to go down there and see if we can find it down there, okay? Oh, there's right there, so that's perfect. So there's our legendary right there. It spawned in the old spot where it used to be. All right, so watch when I collect from this legendary enemy here now, so you must come up here. So let's go down here. What do we get? So we get a Fasnacht Raven Mask. So this is the way we get our mask here now, okay? Just completing the event doesn't work that way anymore. You have to collect it from the legendary enemy in order to get your mask, okay? So just to make sure everyone understands that, okay? And make sure you pass that along so people understand that as well. All right. Let's go ahead and transfer. Now that's a mask that I already have, I think. I think I already have that one. Not sure. You know what? I'll just hang on to it just to be sure. Okay. Sounds like somebody's happy. You get any plans? We got a flowering box, something I already have. Thanks, game. But yeah, make sure you pass along that that legendary enemy wherever it's at, whether you kill it or not even shoot at it, you can collect from it, and that's where you get your mask here, okay? Alright, so let's see what else we got here. Alright, craft fish bits 35. So the only way to craft fish bits is you must have a fishing rod to catch fish. Only way to get a fishing rod here in game is to complete the side quest called Casting Off. Now that brings you right over here to a place called Fisherman's Rest, which becomes a free fast travel once when you discover it. Now, Casting Off is a very easy side quest to do. I do have that video here in the channel just in case you do run into any issues, but that's where you get your fishing rod. You can craft your fish bits, you can craft your grilled fish, and you can do these daily repeatable quests, which pops up every single day, big fish in a small pond, okay? Now, another way you can do it too is, if I put this weapon away, is if you have a fish trap. So if you have a fish trap, it will collect small and medium-sized fish, okay? And from those fish you collect from that fish trap, you can craft fish bits from, okay? So I think, is it this one here? Let's check. Season pass. Yeah, I think it's this one here. Yeah, right here. So season 23 season pass right here in bonus page 1. I think it was 140 tickets, but here is the Raider fish trap. This is the same fish trap in the video that I have here that we made gone fishing from last year. But again, it will passively collect small and medium-sized fish. Now it has to be placed in the water just like that, but just kind of make that little mention. You're more than welcome to check out the video that I made from last, from 2025 or 2025. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to go fishing here. So again, as I mentioned, casting off. Now, don't always go by the map because sometimes there's water areas where there's no water at all. Sometimes the water's too shallow and too narrow that you can't fish at all, okay? But one place is for certain, and that is the good old Ohio River here, okay? And one of my favorite spots to go is over here in Deathclaw Island. Another good spot to go is Highway Town, which is a free fast travel once we discover it. So right where you spawn in, you go down the hill to the right. There's a nice little pond right there. It's nice and passive area, so it's a pretty good little spot. We're going to go here at Deathclaw Island, though, because it's a pretty good little spot. It's one of my lucky spots that I go. Okay. Now, if you haven't fished before, all you do is you just walk up to the water like this, and you see how it prompts you to fish. Now, if you do go in too far, it'll get grayed out, which won't allow you to fish, obviously. Okay, so but there are some areas like the Cranberry Bog which are really finicky, so you do have to kind of move your character around a little bit, so just make that little mention. But once when you get that prompt, you just go ahead and hit that button. Your little guy just automatically whips out his fishing rod. I recommend using common bait for fishing, but you don't have to. At the end of the day, you can use whatever bait you like. We're just going to use some improved bait here because I got all kinds of it. We're going to go ahead and do some fishing here. Now, we're just going to catch a couple of fish. We're not going to grab a whole lot of them because fishing in this game is like fishing in real life. It does chew up a lot of time. Okay. Of course, this is the small guy here, so he just gives us one fish bit. Let's keep fishing here. So again, the different size fish will matter in how many fish bits you get. So again, small, medium, or large. If you do have one of those special axolotls or whatever they're called, I believe they give you, geez, I think it's like 35 fish bits, I think. But they give you a lot. Come on, game. Oh, what's this guy? Oh, my lord. Oh, we almost lost him. Did you see that? We almost lost that thing. Oh, is that all it is? Kind of a piranha. Jeepers, thanks, game. That's a little much. You guys are like with me, like, yeah, what's this gonna be? Yeah, and it's like, oh, okay. Oh, Jim, what are you doing? Hit the button too premature there. As you can see, like, I think there is a fishing rod mod that you can get that'll actually cut that time in half that you're waiting, but it still chews up time. Okay, so we just got a couple fish there. They're all small, but that's fine. We're going to go to our fishing camp if it's available to us. It is. Let's go ahead. We're going to activate it here. Because this is where my fish trap is. Let's go ahead and fast travel to it. So I do have all 10 camp slots, but this is the only one I have that's on the water. I don't know what that noise was. That was a weird noise. Alright, so our fish trap is right down here. And as you can see, look at all the fish it's got. Of course, it's got some medium-sized fish in there as well. Okay, pretty cool. Alright, let's go ahead and collect all this stuff. So again, these little fish traps, totally worth it. Totally, just for these challenges. Yeah. And of course, to make fish bits, you're going to have to use a cooking station. Any cooking station will do. And you will have to complete casting off in order to do this. So fish bits right here, do the quick and dirty. And as you can see, each one will give us different fish bits here. We're just going to go ahead and craft all fish bits as we go down the list. And hopefully we get close here. No, we ran out. How many were we able to get? Wow, we must be close. 29. 29 to 35. All right. So you saw how having this fish trap really does help. What is that? Let's see what else we can get here. It's raining here in our camp. Of course, I have a light rain weather station. See if this helps a little bit. That's got to catch up anyway. Oh, it's slow. What is this guy here? Salmon? It'll be a salmon, isn't he? Oh. Oh, it's a medium-sized fish. That's good for a couple fish bits. All right, let's fish a couple more because we're close. Close. Come on, fishy. Fishy, fishy, fishy. Oh, what is this guy here? Oh my god, yeah. Oh, I wasn't, no way I was making that. Wow. Not too sure what that was. Looked exciting though. I'm just joking. You guys can tell I'm getting tired. I'm tired before I even started this video. I made 2 videos before it. It seemed like it took forever for it to upload onto YouTube there. Something like this fish being reeled in here. That's what it seemed like watching paint dry, slow motion. Oh, another medium-sized fish. Okay, good stuff. We'll fish one more, and hopefully that will put us over. Sinkhole Solutions. Wow, I haven't seen that one pop up. Oh, someone's at our camp here. Someone's blocking our view. There we go. All right, just a little guy. All right, that's fine. Let's go and craft these fish bits up here. Get up here. Oh, did we see how I collected that one that quick, eh? Craft. Fish bits. There we go. Craft fish bits 35 for 35. Done. Just like that. Beautiful. What's next? Drink Nuka-Orange 5. Alright, so we do talk about the Nuka-Cola Collectron a lot here in the channel. One I have here in this camp is the OG one we got way back in Season 4. Look at that. 3 orange in there. Beautiful. Absolutely fantastic. Look at that cranberry in there too. Even more beautiful. But as you can see, 100% worth it. If you ever see this guy in the atomic shop, usually 250 to 350 caps. Sorry, atoms. Full price is usually 500 atoms, but usually he's on sale if he does the pop-up in the atomic shop. He was there just before Christmas, actually, for 24 hours. But yeah, just to make a little mention there. There's the other version. If we take a look at our build menu here real quick. Go to build, go under resources, collectors, collectrons. This is the quantum version. So this one here came out in Season 11 when Nuka rolled on Taurus first brand new. You'll collect the odd Nuka-Cola product as well as the odd bottle, just like the OG one. But this one here will also collect the purified water, nuclear waste, and even ultracite scrap, and even Nuka Twist. Okay, so this one here is very well worth it. He pops up a little bit more frequently, but he's usually in bundles with other things. Now, if Samuel has them available, you can buy them from Samuel down here in Foundation. You must have a cautious reputation with the settlers and 1250 gold wheeler, which is a pretty good price. Now, there's only one Nuka-Orange spawn here in the Wasteland. It's right here at Fraternity Row, so let's pop up here. There used to be two back in the day, like before June 2023, but Bethesda got rid of that spawn point, so there's only one spawn point left. So once when you spawn here, we're going to head up the road. We're going to go to the Etta Sai house. It's the one with the blue door, with the Nuka-Cola bedroom downstairs. I'm going to boot this guy in the head on the way by. I'm going to go right inside here. Can you imagine? Right, you can call the bedroom down here. It looks like someone's been in here already because we are on a server with other people. Look at that, there's an orange here. Wow, that's surprising. I'm shocked by that. So a couple of different things will happen because you guys see me do these challenges day in and day out. Even I mainly do these on private servers, so sometimes they just don't spawn in. It's a thing, and it will happen. If you have picked them up recently, you'll have to reset your game by picking up 250 items. And the third way, if you're on a server like me, this place is usually pretty popular, and usually these are all cleaned out. So I wouldn't really server hop here more than 3 times, because you know why? Because you can buy 2 of them on the same server. You just have to server hop a couple of times. So let's go ahead and check that out. So the first spot would be right here at White Springs. We're going to use the front door entrance right here. We're going to go inside. We're going to go see our old pal Bubbles. Our old pal Bubbles. Now, Bubbles, well, you just take a right up the stairs to the right, through the tavern, medical bay, big wide open area where the spawners are. We're going to hang a left here where Giuseppe trades things for stamps. That cat right there. And there's our old pal Bubbles. And as you can see, orange right there, 38 caps. Now, I usually buy it from Bubbles just to show you how the inventory of Bubbles does not tie into the inventory of the vending machines, which are down here at Nuka World on Tour, which is also a free fast travel once we discover. So let's pop in here real quick. Right, so the vending machines be right down here. There's our old pal Gunther. Make sure you say hi to him on the way by. Good to see that he's fully clothed. Now, in case you didn't know, Gunther is a well-known streaker here in Nuka World on Tour, but he's been doing pretty good lately, keeping his clothes on. So here are the vending machines right here. And as you can see, there's our orange right there. 38 caps. Beautiful. And that's why I kind of buy them, just to kind of show you how the inventories aren't tied together, okay? So you can buy 2 on the same server. You're just going to have to server hop a couple of times, because you can server hop these all day long. As long as you have the caps, you can fill your boots with the orange and get it done in no time at all. And that includes grape, orange, wild, just to make, and quantum, whatever they had. So just make that little mention there. So let's go ahead. I do have a lot of Nuka-Cola Orange on me, but I just kind of want to show you that real quick. I can hit the right button here. There we go. There we go. Drink Nuka-Cola Orange, 5 for 5 done. And if you have a Nuka-Cola Collectron or the Quantum Collectron, it'll just save you a whole whack of time. If you have multiple camps like myself, you don't have to buy them at all. You just go ahead and collect. All right. Last but not least, is that the last one? Yeah. So buy an item from or sell an item to another player, 15. So you have to do this 15 times, okay? So you can wait for people to come to your vendor and buy something, but let's just face it, that could take literally all day and all night, days in advance. So I recommend just going to another player vendor and buying. Now, as long as what you're buying costs you at least 1 cap, you're good to go. So what I usually recommend for your daily, weekly challenges such as this is find a camp that's selling a lot of ammo, because a lot of people will sell ammo for 1 cap each, okay? So let's go ahead here. Now, of course, we're looking for the camps with the V for vendor. So you see this one here has a V for vendor. See how this one here does not have a vendor? Okay. These two do not have vendors. Okay. So we're looking for the V for vendor. So let's look for the ones that have some ammo. That guy's got 3,200. Let's see what else we got here. We're going to go around the map and see what's available here. Because you don't have to buy the most expensive thing. Of course, if there's something that you really want and really like, by all means, but it's only going to count as one. Okay? That's the main thing you have to remember. Okay. Not much luck here for people selling ammo here today. And of course, just a suggestion, you can always server hop if you'll eventually get on a server where a person's selling a lot of ammo. Okay. So I think it was just that one in the middle there, I think. This guy. So let's pop into this person's camp. And I'll show you. Hopefully they don't leave. Cross our fingers. Okay. Oh, that's nice that they did that. Cool. So let's take a look here. Let's go to their shop. Right down here to the ammo section. All right, so 2 caps each. That's fine. Now, let's say I buy all 697. But that only counts as 1 for the weekly challenge. Okay? You have to buy 15 items. Okay? Separately. So let's show you this. So let's just buy just 1 item. It's going to cost us 2 caps. Okay? 1 for 15. Now, let's buy 2 items. Okay? 4 caps. See, it only counted as 1. Okay, so I've ran into this before. So make sure you buy 15 different things differently, different times. Okay, it could be from the same vendor if you want, whatever you want to do, but it's going to be 15 purchases. Okay, and that's why I recommend something that does not going to cost you a whole whack of caps. Okay, because if I buy all that right now, it only counts as 1. All right, so I hope that makes that clear. I'm not going to bother. Actually, you know what? Just to make it less cheesy, I know the person. You know what? We'll just I'll just buy 200. Cost me 400, but as you see, it only counted as 1. Okay, just to make it less cheesy for that person there. All right, so I'm not going to bother doing the rest of it. Okay, but I just kind of wanted to show you what it is you have to do to get that score. Okay, and that's what that means. All right, but we're pretty much done. All right, good stuff. Let's take a look at our weapon of the day. We're going to head back to our camp here. And I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, ask and I will explain it a different way. Just fine. You guys know I answer all my comments and I'm here to help you guys, okay? And I know you guys like helping me too, and I appreciate that a lot. Weapon of the day, their old pal. Let's see what we got. Wow, it's 9:30. Anti-armor Blue Ridge focus laser rifle. Plus 50% armor penetration. Plus 50% critical damage. When reloading, gain 500 to all resistances. Anti-armor vital resilient. Refined beta wave tuner. True sniper barrel. Precise stock. Reflex sight circle. Beam focuser and Blue Ridge paint. 107 damage. 44 fire damage. 96 fire damage for 3 seconds. Capacity of 10 and charging. So it's a nice little laser rifle here. They definitely come a long way over the years for sure. In terms of perk cards, again, the same loadout I've had for almost 4 months here now. I change my weapons at least once a week, sometimes a couple times a week, so it just seems to work with everything. Legendary perk cards, these don't change for me. Very happy with them, and as you can see, they're all maxed out. Armor. Aristocrats, Ultralight Secret Service left arm. Chameleon Ultralight Secret Service left leg, Mutants Ultralight Secret Service right arm, Resistance Secret Service under armor, Troubleshooters Ultralight Secret Service right leg, Vanguard's Jetpack Secret Service chest piece. All right, good stuff. So there we go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Whiffen, Heather White Tribe, Mr. Shelton, Not Me But Me, All the Places, John TJ59, Grant Tritno, Tony Watson, Felix the Cat, Pick a Rest, Benny Bunny, Old AJE, Ricardo, Zach M, Swear My, UTB, Max Otto, Joe, Cynthia, Kathy, Never Enough Dogs, Nargrog, Max Emilian Smith, Samuel Rowe, Mitten Co. Thank you all so very much. Thank you all. And I hope you all have a nice day. Your old pal Jimmy is going to bed after this.